Hey guys, Scott Klein here with Dealer Profit Academy. Hey, you want to sell more service contracts? Listen up, I got one for you today. Hey, we already talked about the number one way to sell more, it's to pitch more. Today, I'm going to talk about another strategy to sell more service contracts. Let's get into it. Hey, one of the biggest mistakes that dealers and salespeople make when presenting a service contract is they spend too much time talking about things like the coverage. They talk about what's covered. They talk about maybe what's not covered, the stuff that's excluded. They talk about the deductible or lack thereof. They talk about the term. They talk about the mileage. They talk about the administrator. They talk about the claims process, all important stuff. But look, the problem is that customers don't wake up wanting to buy a service contract. They wake up wanting to avoid expensive surprises. Most dealers start presenting by saying, would you like to purchase an extended warranty? Of course you're going to get a no. That's a closed-ended question. The moment they hear that, the customer starts thinking about one thing. Hey, how much is it? What's the price? Now, they're comparing the cost of the service contract against the money in their checking account. Instead, what you want to do is you want to shift the conversation. You want to start by talking about the problem. So ask a question like this. Hey, what would happen if the transmission failed in 6 months from now? Or what would happen if the air conditioning system quit working next summer? Do you have the money to pay for that all in one fell swoop? What would happen if you're still making payments on this vehicle and suddenly you're faced with a $3,000 or $4,000 repair? Now the customer isn't thinking about the cost of the service contract. They're thinking about the cost of not having one. That's where sales happen. People don't buy service contracts. They buy peace of mind. They buy predictability. They buy protection from financial surprises. One thing I learned as a finance manager is that customers rarely remember the coverage details. But here's what they do remember. They remember stories. They remember examples. They remember, especially this one, they remember the repair bills. So if you've ever had a customer that had an expensive repair on a major part of the vehicle, hey, share that story. If you've seen a transmission replacement cost thousands of dollars, share that example. Make the problem real. The service contract simply becomes the solution. And one of the things I like about ASC is their ability to cover virtually any year and any mileage, which gives dealers the opportunity to really protect anybody that they get in front of. So stop selling the service contract and start selling the problem the service contract solves. Hey, in the next lesson, we're going to talk about another mistake dealers make. They prejudge customers and decide who will buy and who won't buy. Hey, I'm Scott Klein with Dealer Profit Academy. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next lesson.